In this video, I'm gonna tell you how you can keep progressing at the gym. My name is Neyfi Del Rosario and I am a holistic nutritionist here in New York City. And in this channel, I discuss everything about nutrition, fitness, and exercise that will help you melt that fat off. And if you're into that, please consider subscribing. My mission is to inspire you to become the healthiest version of yourself using the power of nutrition. I just came back from the gym, so I have low energy because I burned like 800 calories doing cardio. And speaking of the gym, I am proud to announce that I am an intermediate lifter, right? So when do you know when you're an intermediate lifter? Is when you look at other people, like don't compare yourself to others, but look at other people on what they can do, what they can't do, and use them as a reference. And if you're stronger than most, then you're probably an intermediate lifter because most people won't get to that point. So I'm making this video to help you guys become an intermediate and keep going. These past few months, I've been making gains that I thought I'll never make. So lately, I've hit 3 plates on the squat for multiple. I've hit 2 plates and over on the front squats, almost 2 plates on the bench, over 4 plates on the deadlift, right? So when you get to the intermediate point, or maybe before, that's when people get stuck, right? And if you get stuck and you don't make any progress, you will be wasting your money and most importantly, wasting your time. And that is the worst thing, that you just keep doing the same thing and you don't make any progress, right? So the first thing that you should look at is your training routine, right? What's your training plan? What are you doing at the gym, right? If you're walking in the gym and you're doing whatever you feel like doing, you're probably still a beginner. You don't have a plan, you don't have a structure, right? And you don't know what you're doing. You just say, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym and maybe do biceps or maybe do calves and I'm gonna go home, right? You should have a training plan, right? And I'm not saying other training plans are better than others. For example, you can do a push-pull leg, you can do an upper lower, you can do a full body, you can do a bro split, right? The reason one program is not better than the other is that they all use the same exercise, right? They're just in a different order. So you pick a plan that works for you and you stick to it for as long as possible. I've tried many, and the one that works best for me is going 4 times to the gym, upper lower, take a rest, upper lower, and that allows me to get all the volume that I need and be able to have a solid training plan. So in this training plan, you should have your major compound movements, right? By compound movements, I mean there are exercises that train more than one muscle. So that will be your bench press, your deadlift, your squats, your rows, your pull-ups, right? Everything that trains more than one muscle, that's the ones you should be doing, right? The most, right? You can add some isolation. For example, if you have bigger biceps, you do bicep curls. If you want bigger triceps, you do dips, right? Even though dips is a good compound movement, I do it all the time, right? So you should look at those exercises. And then after you have those exercises, the way you're gonna make gains is by putting the intensity, right? I don't mean that go to the gym and do 1 rep maxes all the time, but you should be doing moderate reps with a reasonable amount of weight. For example, you go and you get between 8 and 12 reps. That's a good scheme. And then once in a while, you know, you go for a 3 rep max or a 1 rep max. You don't have to 1 rep max every single time. I go months without, you know, touching my 1 rep max, and then when I actually do it's like it's pretty easy. That's what happened to me in the squat. So you should have that intensity where you know you are working hard, but you're not killing yourself. You only should kill yourself a little bit, right? So you can see your gains. Aside from having a solid workout routine full of compound movements and not so many isolation movements, because we don't really need that much, you know, you should have a pretty solid diet. You should be aware of the amount of protein you're eating every single day, right? You should get at least 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, you should eat 200 grams. Also, if you're 200 pounds, you could get away within 185, right? You don't need exactly 1 gram, but if you get 0.8, that's good enough. But you know, you want to be sure you should get 1 gram. So if I'm right now 173, I get 170, 180 grams of protein every single day. It keeps me satiated. Another thing that has been helping my gains is going to sleep early, right? If I get at least 8 hours of sleep, I feel like I'm strong enough the next day. I feel recovered in time. So if your sleep schedule is 3 hours every single night, that would not be good enough because you're actually not growing muscle while you're lifting weights. You're breaking the muscle down. You're actually building the muscle when you're sleeping. So have a good sleep eat your food, eat your veggies, and train hard. That's how you don't get stuck in the intermediate phase. And hopefully I'll be an advance in like 3 years, because if you guys don't realize, progressing in the gym is extremely slow and painful. It's not painful, it's not my body hurts. It's like you need to be patient and you need to practice infinite patience in your life. So don't rush it. If you keep your intensity up, you always gonna make gains. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, because I'll be making videos like this every single week to inspire you to become the healthiest version of yourself using the power of nutrition. And if you want to learn something new, here are 2 videos on the screen where you can learn something new right now. I love every single one of you.